Hello guys and welcome. So you might notice my voice is a little bit different in this video. It's because I'm trying out a software equalizer, so hopefully it'll make my voice sound better. And ignore that over the top spot I can see on my forehead. Try not to look at it this entire video. You totally will never look at it again, ever. It won't enter your brain even once. Yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing, what's my life like, and so on, because some of you have been wondering if I'm alive or dead, so which is kind of worrying, but I do appreciate the concern at least. So what it is basically, I'm still stuck in the same rubbish with my current employer. Still stuck, they're simply, I'm fit for work, I've got a doctor's note that says I'm fit for work, I've got a medical report saying I'm fit for work, but my employer is not allowing me to work. So, lol. So it's a case of I'm now waiting for the legal proceedings to start. But again, it's a waiting game. Wait. So yeah, so that's basically that situation. And what that's done to me essentially is it's put me in a mode of like, not depression. I don't really suffer from depression, to be honest. I'm just bored, you know what I mean? Like, where these things keep happening, this rubbish keeps happening, and, any of you guys who've watched me for a while know that I don't take crap from anybody. Like, I am a firm believer that it doesn't matter what your job title is, it doesn't matter what your status in society is, what your numbers on YouTube or Twitch is. I don't care about any title. I don't care about any rank. No one has the right to be a dick to anyone else. So if anyone tries to be a dick to me, what's my answer? F you, that's my standard answer. It doesn't matter who does it. Like, there is no one that's going to ever walk all over me. So, and my hope would be is that if you're ever in a similar situation, that you defend yourself, you stand up for yourself, because you are the primary person to stand up for yourself more than anyone else in the world, sort of thing. And that's all it is. I think as well, being a YouTuber, content creator, sort of toughened me up, let's say, to the sort of ridiculous things you might hear from people. Because, to be honest, some of the stuff that you hear online, it's not actually that insulting. It's mostly just memes or trolls. And but you are still ready and used to an environment where you might hear anything and everything, you know what I mean? So it's I should be grateful that I have been toughened up that way from my online presence to deal with this real life crap, you know what I mean? So what my plan is basically is that tomorrow, ironically, it's not only Saturday, but it's also my 1-year Twitch anniversary as a Twitch partner. So if you want, please come along to the stream. I have nothing planned. So it's a case of, a lot of streamers usually have this whole thing planned for Twitch anniversaries and all this bollocks. I don't care. I'm just want to have fun. I'm going to play some Final Fantasy 14 because it was a game that started my content creation, and we'll see what happens. Simple as that. I'm not going to give you the same scripted crap that you'll see from every other streamer. And it's also like my approach to the whole content creation side of things anyway. I don't do what other people do, just because other people do it, you know what I mean? It doesn't work. What's important most of all is to bring your own personality and your own type of style to the content you create, and that's what I do. That's what I try to always do. And just to reply to a couple of bits of feedback regarding my latest reaction videos to the E3 announcements, like some people said that I didn't really have much of a reaction to these videos. And I said, look, I'm a 33-year-old man. I'm not some teen adolescent child who's going to scream at anything and everything. Like, oh my God, graphics and sound and games. It's like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean? I'm a man. I'm manly. So my reaction or any type of excitement is mostly in here, in my heart. Like, I do, obviously let out some emotion sometime, but it doesn't mean I don't have emotion. It's just the style I have. I said, I'm not going to do the sort of really over-the-top reactions just for the sake of getting views. It was my reaction that was it. You know what I mean? Now, E3 was great this year. I want to quickly round it up. I know it finished like ages ago now, but I wanted to give my summary of the different conferences, what I thought. So EA, I don't like EA. EA is like the Apple of the gaming industry. They release stuff on a constant schedule, even if it's not ready. You know, think iPhone 3, iPhone 4, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, you know what I mean? And then just replace the word iPhone with FIFA, 2018, Madden 2019, you know what I mean? It's the same crap year after year after year. I am a little bit interested in Anthem, but other than that, not really much from EA. What else? The Sony conference, I'll come to that second. I know it was one of the last ones shown, but the reason I'm coming to it is because the games they showed were amazing. Like, they showed Ghost of Tsushima, they showed some Last of Us Part 2, and they were really, really amazing. So they didn't show that many, but the quality was incredibly high. So I said my summary for Sony's conference was quality, not quantity. Now, when it came to Bethesda, they more of the same stuff, business as usual, I would say, with Bethesda. You know, they announced Elder Scrolls 6. They did some rock song for Rage 2, and that was cringe beyond relief. They showed some special edition of Skyrim, which was a joke. It was a meme, but that was kind of funny. And that was it. There wasn't anything impressive from Bethesda, but it was also not bad, so it was okay. Now, looking at Ubisoft was okay. It's all business as usual as well. It's sort of what I expected them to do. When it comes to games like The Division 2 and games like that, it's like, I'm sure they will be great, but it 100% depends on if I have people to play the game with. Simple as that. Like, I don't think I'll have much fun playing the game by myself. I need to play with other people. So if I have the opportunity to play with other people and the games come out, wonderful. But, I can't play these games alone or with random people online. Now, then let's get into the Xbox conference before we get finally onto Square Enix. Now, the Xbox conference I thought was really good. I actually thought it was a winner this year because they showed 50 games, they showed 18 exclusives, they had interviews with a select few, so not all of them, and they were all of decent quality. And then they rounded off the show with a surprise announcement of Cyberpunk 2077. As in, like, showing an actual, like, game trailer. Like, people have been highly anticipated with that. My only caution with Cyberpunk is that when a game is so overly hyped, like, it can lead to disappointment. You know what I mean? So, like, the expectation for Cyberpunk is, like up there somewhere. It means that if it doesn't deliver, like, a 10 out of 10 game, then people are going to be like, oh, we waited all this time for this. Yeah. And when it came to finally to Square Enix, now I watched the Square Enix trailer reel, and I was put in such a bad mood by the lack of enthusiasm, by the lack of the human touch. I raged. And the reason why is because I know Square Enix could do better. Like, we want a human element, we want interaction. We want, like, any sort of emphasis to show that, yes, we care about the people who like buy our games. And by showing a trailer reel for half an hour, everyone was left wondering, like, is that it? Like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, people were waiting for Final Fantasy VII Remake. We didn't get any news. We had obviously seen loads of news for Kingdom Hearts 3 already from the Xbox conference and so on. And they announced a new game, and it looks kind of like some mystery version of Quantum Break, but we were like, that came out of nowhere. But it wasn't surprising. It didn't build any hype. It didn't bring anything. It was actually an utter, complete embarrassment. So my only message to Square Enix would be, next year, if you do a conference at E3, make sure there's people involved. Ditch this whole Square Enix presents, let's sit around the couch and talk about crap. It doesn't work. It's like, it doesn't build hype. It's like, it's just a thing of, oh, they're going to spend another 3 hours talking about box art and some boring crap. I just switch it off, you know. Now, the thing is, for me, I am a massive Square Enix fan of their games. You know, I play so much Final Fantasy. You know, I played a lot of Kingdom Hearts in the past. Looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3 and so on. So what Square does as a company, gaming wise, is wonderful. The way they reacted to Final Fantasy 14 1.0 flopping and then pulled it all around and then made 2.0 and so on and so on. Wonderful. You know, that's what we like to see. But they are really, really bad at advertising their games, which is a shame because the quality of the games, it almost speaks for itself, but not really. You know what I mean? It's like there does have to be some hype build around it, and there needs to be more of a human element to it, but not so much human element that you forget the games with this whole Square Enix Presents shit. So, like, hopefully they can do better. Like that next year, if they even bother coming to E3. Now, like my opinion is that when you had conferences, I didn't watch the Devolver Digital, so I don't have any opinion on that. But what was the other one that they showed? Give me a second. They showed some other conference at E3 where they spent a whole while like doing a song and dance about how games have become so predictable and la 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 la, all this bollocks. And then they announced one game themselves, which was of absolutely rubbish like quality. Tiny Build, that's the one. So when I saw that, I was like, you kidding? So it's sort of like, it's almost smug. It's almost like the, you know, like, oh, we are so grand. We are so great. We can make fun of other developers. And by the way, here's a game that we produce. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I will boycott their company out of sheer principle for like wasting my time with such a rubbish conference. Now, other than that, it was pretty good. Like the PC gaming conference was actually all right. Like they showed a lot of PC games. Like there's still some people who swear by PC Master Race, but I'm more just focused on the games, you know, like as Athene would say, like gaming. You know, it's a case of, like, I don't care what platform a game comes out. If it looks interesting, hopefully I'll play it. But, of course, soon, I think, like, maybe a day before E3 started, my PlayStation 4 Pro broke. The reason it broke, I think the power unit fried and it's dead. And it's out of warranty. So, it's a case of I either spend, let's say, 30, 40 bucks and try and repair it myself, or I send it back to Sony and they repair it for half the price of just buying a brand new one, which is obviously not something I can do right now, given I've got nothing. You know what I mean? I haven't had a salary for 3 months. So, yeah, so no more PlayStation streams on my stream, unfortunately, not for now. And, yeah, so other than that, guys, I'm happy. You know, I'm still alive. I'm still beautiful. Especially the spot that you haven't been looking at this entire video. And also as well, like, I do feel like the situation I'm in can't last much longer. Like, it's not possible for it to last much longer. Because either I'm going to win a substantial lawsuit, I'm going to get a settlement, or I'm going to get fired. Either way, it will end, you know what I mean? And then I can move on to the next stage of my life. And it's a case of as well, like, I am not someone who takes crap from anyone. That's like I said before at the beginning of the video. I don't care who it is. I don't care who people think they are. Like, I don't respond positively to negativity. You know, I like to, the way I sort of expressed it before, I'm like a mirror with interest. So if you treat me nice, I'll treat you better. If you treat me bad, I'll treat you worse. You know what I mean? So it's basically a case of my current employer is basically like a joke. Like, it's embarrassing working for them. Obviously, I won't mention their name for the sake of slander and all this other legal bollocks, but it's a case of, I'm glad, if anything, the positive is I've realized so soon after starting working for them how heartless they are. So it's a case of, it's a good thing I didn't dedicate years of my life to such a heartless employer, because I could have dedicated years and then got absolutely no cares in the world for it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want that with anyone I potentially work for. And to be perfectly honest, I would rather work for myself, you know, but I need to find an idea that will actually make me money. And while I still have debt, like there's only a few thousand left, but while I'm still in debt, I need more money coming in than what Twitch or YouTube could provide for me, at least for now. And also, beyond that, basically, it's just, for me personally, it's business as usual. So still growing in what I'm doing, still believing in myself more and more, you know, still always trying to research better ways to network and connect with getting more people into YouTube and Twitch and so on. I'm watching the developments of YouTube or at VidCon. I'm seeing the developments of Twitch, you know, and I am keeping my eye on other things. Like apparently Instagram are making their own video service or something like that. So I'm always trying to look out for things. I'm like, I am probably the most disloyal person you will ever meet in terms of like, if I believe there's a better video platform than YouTube, I'll go to it. But right now, I believe YouTube is the best. If I believe there's a better streaming service than Twitch, I will go to it. But for now, Twitch is the best, at least in terms of what I do. So, and when it comes to games, for example, like, I won't swear by Square Enix. You know, if they produce crap, I will highlight, you know, that from them. And any other games company as well. Like, if a game is way below the expectation, then I won't have really good things to say about it. Now, just to answer one more thing, there is an element of the community which is really toxic towards me. So thank you very much for that. I really, really appreciate your positivity. Like, I really appreciate it when people come into my chat on live stream and say rubbish like, oh, he's a scammer, he buys 3 games a month, and he pretends he has no money. Like, it's a case of, in the last God knows how many months, like maybe 3 or 4 months, the only game I bought in all that time is Detroit Become Human, and that was because of donations from my stream. I didn't even buy it myself. And the other games I've played, such as Jurassic World and so on, that was given to me by the developer, which I did declare. And some of the other games I was playing, like recently I was playing Final Fantasy 13. I bought that years ago, you know what I mean? So, like, this sort of toxic element, you know, it's like, I know, it's YouTube, it's Twitch, people are stupid, but it's a case of, like, the reason why these people are shut down so quickly from my content is not because I'm trying to hide the truth. It's a case of, when someone starts telling lies, if you don't dispute it, if you don't whatever, then it could spiral, let's say. Now, I am fully aware of the whole Barbra Streisand effect. Like, I'm not trying to hide anything. Like, I've been very, very open, like, with everything. You guys know a lot more about me than probably my own relatives do, you know what I mean? So, but it's a case of, like, a lot of times I'm sort of seeing in the channel, I see things like that, and I'm like, it's almost like, you know, who do you think you're talking to? Do you know what I mean? Like, and I say that with a smile on my face, because it's a case of, I believe in myself, my community believes in me, you know, I know full well, God is my witness, that I'm doing the best and most honest thing I can with everything I do. So if you're negative about it, F off, go away, you know, I don't need you. You know what I mean? When people make up lies, block, ban. When people are exaggerating issues, block, ban. Like, when people are, you know, making up rubbish, like I should apologize for someone else trolling some 14 event, block, ban. You know what I mean? I'm sure a few of you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's a case of, it doesn't matter who you think you are, if you misbehave, you'll be banned from my stream. And it's a case of, I just want to have fun. I just do this for a hobby. I just want to play games and have fun. But at the same time, you know, niceness should not be confused, I should say, with weakness. There's nothing nice about me. You know, I'm probably the most selfish, unloyal person you'll ever meet. But I do it because I believe it's the right thing to do. And I also do it because I believe that life is too short to take rubbish from other people who don't want to support you. You know what I mean? Like, there is always some debate on social media talking about this idea of, oh, you shouldn't surround yourself with yes men. You should be willing to, like, have discussions with people who have a different point of view than you. And I was like, yeah, fine, go for it. But at the same time, life is short. I'm not going to spend my time, like, trying to convince other people of my agenda. You know what I mean? It's a case of, I know what my agenda is. I know what I want to achieve in my life. I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it to impress anyone. I'm not doing it for any other reason. If there's anyone who will try and slow me down, bye, you know what I mean? So, and my hope would be, like, people would see it that way. It's like, I am not a politician. I am not on the debate team of school. You know, like, I don't have to justify my position. You know what I mean? And that is one of the perks of being a content creator. You can be more honest. You know, I don't have any hidden agenda. I don't have any companies paying me huge amounts of money to have a certain opinion and influence other people and so on. My opinion is mine. So, copyright Mithrie, let's say. So, yeah. But anyway, before I start ranting on about the goods and bad of life, I'll leave it at that for now. That's the latest update for me. If you like what I do, let me know what else you would like me to explore in terms of gaming and so on. And if you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch a random video, click over there. If you want to see the latest upload, click down there, or click down here to subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.